It's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and you can see my shovels, and you can see my little oriental soup spoon, and my scoops, and my ice cube trays, and I want to do some strange things. Maybe the shovels aren't a good idea right now, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Can I fill that up all that way? Oh boy. Hopefully that won't spill out. That would be nice if it wouldn't. Otherwise, I'm going to do, I saw that thing that went in there. I'm going to try and make a stripy variety over here with some colors that I like to use a lot, and I'll probably put a bamboo skewer. Whoa, I just made some colors. I just spent half an hour running back and forth inside and outside to my color area to make some colors. I want to play with the tipping and the stripes, which shouldn't come as much of a surprise to anyone since that's what I've been doing a lot of. But I have tried to add a lot of videos that were languishing, that I wasn't certain were my best work for a while, and I learned to love them. So whatever you're making, step away from the artwork. It has a soul. Give it a chance. Think about it for a while. Now I want something completely different in this, in case I want to do shovel. That is a Color Shift Orange by Folk Art, and I don't use it very much. So since I happen to be a big fan of the pink, and that might be an Art Minds pink, and this is a magenta by Golden that I just mixed up with fluid acrylics. So that's bound to be a different viscosity than a bunch of other things. I'm looking for something. What is it? I'm looking for something that I can shake up. I think I haven't used any of this. I didn't use very much gold in there. Do I want gold in there? No, I want turquoise in there. Yes, that's exactly what I needed. And maybe a little Prussian blue, which always sells, and I think we might benefit from some white. Maybe a little bit more of that. Let me see, what do I want? This is my Color Shift Turquoise from Folk Art. It's similar to the other turquoise that's just a metallic from probably Anita's or Folk Art. I mix and match. Everything gets mixed and matches. So I'm going to put some of my white in. My white is made with a Walmart interior semi-gloss, which is, in my opinion, probably very akin to, I didn't do that yet, the, oh, what am I trying to say? Is it Folk Art? No, it's Deco Art, which is a satin paint that everybody's using now. The only difference is I add half and half. I make it half Artist Loft. So what am I going to do here? Do I have room to, yeah, I can actually get those down someplace where they're not in danger. I may add some other colors, but I think I'm going to start with giving myself permission. I figure if I have to do another painting, I will. That's pretty much always what I figure, actually. And I'm just going, that's another, those are subtle difference. I want something very different in there, and I think if I splooge something in like that, it might turn out very different, and I hope so. Let's do the different variation on that. I haven't used nearly enough of my purple. Let's do it in there. I don't know if that'll work. I know I can always dump it out if I need to on a canvas and use it, so I'm not too worried about that. I haven't used this in a while. And I want to put some white in there, but I'm not sure what the point is. I'll probably add something else to that. I don't even know if I'll use all these paints. A lot of times I do this and then I don't use them all. But I think I didn't use any of this red orange, and I want some. I've got a couple of bottles. There we go. Perfect. How about a little bit over there? And just can't trust me. So I'm going to put these away. I'm going to clean up that. Always keep a studio rag damp. Mine was made from some kind of sweatshirt material. I am going to give this a really light coating of white paint because I want that's water. took it out of the bucket because I want paint to flow, and since I made up all my colors, I'm kind of imagining that maybe I can make that happen. Especially if I don't dump my shovels over. That would be so awesome. Now I'm pretty sure that anything that I don't cover... Whoa, that was close. I don't know if you can see over there or not. Sometimes I think you can. Hopefully I'm zoomed out far enough. There was no canvas under the camera when I started this. I want those not to spill. Come on, over you go. There we go. So, now I can rotate my turntable. It's really nice to have the turntable. I don't think anybody necessarily needs it. The reason I need it so badly is because I have no level workspace whatsoever other than this turntable, which I have shimmed up and used a level on. So I'm outdoors, and that's the deal. I'm looking forward someday to having a level workspace. So, this is going to be different. I've got an edge catcher standing by. I'm going to use my stripy colors, probably. I can't really see much of anything. It's just too darn bright. We are always attracting bugs to white canvas. Down here. Yeah, I'm trying to see any naked spots, and I'm not seeing any, but I'm not seeing much of anything either. Okay, so, right in the middle, I'm going to use up. I said I was going to use it up, but then I didn't. Let's just get rid of that. Just not waste any paint, because I really hate wasting paint. And throw my shovel in the bucket. This is a learning experience for me. So, it is what it is. And I want some more of that. It's got to be fairly thick or it won't do what I expect it to do. It doesn't have to be uniform. I hope. But we'll find out together whether it needs to be. Because the centerpiece is kind of uniform, then we'll know. I wish I had a different... I have other spatulas. Maybe the round one would fit in the contours of the shovel better than this one. But it is what it is. I am going to quickly wipe off that spatula because I hate coming back and finding paint on things later. Alright, so I said I was going to stir that a little bit. I don't think it really needs it. I'm going to let it drain a little. Wipe off my spatula so there's no water. I don't use water. It destroys the polymer bond. I'd like everybody to know that. Or, I don't know if you can call what I do archival or not, but it's all the stuff with water in it is definitely not archival because it's no longer waterproof. Just in case anybody ever decides to change their mind about continuously adding water. Rant over. I don't recommend it. There are other ways to get around that. There's 8 minutes left on this. I'm going to use the rest of my colors. Where is my little... Did I really? No, there they are. You know, now that I see this, this is the first time I've tried this. And I'm suspicious that there might be some paint wasting going on. I'm suspicious, very, very suspicious of myself right at this point. We do not know what is going to happen. And I could really, in theory, go back in with my squeeze bottles. And some white. Because I like the white metallic from Anita's so much. I didn't really waste that much. Wow, came right out. That's awesome. But I am not taking a lot of time. And let's see, what do we have in here? I have, no, I don't want to use that. How about another shovel? How about a little scoop? I don't know. Maybe I don't even need it. You know what I want? I want some more magenta or some red in that mix. Or some orange. I think some red will do fine though. So when I pull my shovel out, let's go from the other direction. It's all going to be very weird and tipped over. Off the edge. Yeah, we got some beautiful. Look at that. That's awesome. Ha! I really am under the impression. My muse is screaming in my ear. Add some white metallic. So I'm going to do that, if I can find it. There it is. I want to take the residual paint I have and get it away from me because I'm afraid of what may happen next. This is my edge catcher. It is cut off from a 16 by 20 inch sheet of plastic from a 16 by 20 inch value pack of canvases from Michaels. I did get kind of close. You know what I've decided? I've decided no matter what I do as far as tipping goes, I really ought to go in both directions first. First one way and then the other. And I haven't really tried that, but I want the paint to go all the way across. And I do have some more paint if I need it to complete the... Yes, I see that pouring down there. It would have been okay to have an even distribution of paint, but since I don't have one, I guess I'll just live with what I've got. And then we'll tip that back, and I should have tipped it on. I'm going to rock the edge catcher to cover the edge. And I'm going to let it go halfway, and then I'm going to turn it around. Whoa, I'm not going to turn it around easily. Then I'm going to turn it around and use it again while I still have good flow. I want to get that. If you press too hard, you'll have gaps. So don't press too hard. I expect this to look kind of like a landscape, to tell you the truth. But I'm not sure what I'm going to get. I think I ought to hold my hand where the biggest puddle is first. I had to make them different sizes just to know what happens. And I'm going to squeeze it back over again. And then I do have, that's different. Then I have my basting brush, but I mostly have, ooh, that was a hair stuck to that. I have my OXO omelet turning spatula, which is right there on my Amazon link under Show More under the video. And I'm just going to take that paint, instead of wasting it, let it go right down over the side. I wish I had a little more, but I can also use this spatula to clean that spatula, so I will. Because I can. The name of my book on the Amazon link. Underneath Show More, underneath the video. Now I have a basting brush and I'm inclined to use it just because. But you know what? I also have some more paint. And I can use that instead. So having more paint is nice. Because when you want it and you don't have it, it's not nice. And there's another word that begins with S. So pardon me for trying to be polite. So I could tip the other way, and I see I have some strange, let's just go from here all the way up through there, and the same. This is different, huh? Hopefully you can see some of that. I like all the different color combinations. Add a little drip. Very much, in fact. And I'm just going to keep completing my ribbons. And then I'm going to try and remember to torch. And I think I would like to be able to drip some of this down over the side since I have it right now and it won't be extra. And I do want something on the side, and I could probably just, yes, tap along the edge with that scoop. If I'm light enough about it, it'll probably make patterns and blend in very, very nicely. Now, I could do all kinds of stuff to this right at this moment. I could definitely use the basting brush, but I'm not sure that that's the ticket quite yet. I'll let you know when I figure it out myself in a second. Now I'm not going to tip, and I don't have to, again, even though I did already, because I use GAC 800 by Golden in all my mixes, and that means that I can leave my paint thick, because the GAC 800 is meant to protect, I'm going to put some gold over there, is meant to protect the drying thick paint from cracking, and it does a pretty good job. I just added a bunch of folk art gold to my somewhat dark gold color, and ooh, and I can steal some paint and I can use my skewer to change things up a little bit. Maybe I didn't want to do that right in there. But I got some cool stuff going on. I do want to torch before we run out of time, and we got a minute. And I can cover my other edge. If it doesn't sell up a lot, I'm probably going to put a basting brush in there, at least in a few places. And I've got this one. Oh boy, do I really want to do this? How about sideways? That wasn't monumental. That's okay with me. I'm going to lead some paint down over here, down to the edge. So this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, inviting you to watch some more videos because there are over 650 of them. On the end screen is in the last 20 seconds of this video. Yeah, that doesn't bother me too much. On the playlist there, my playlist, along with what should usually be a video showing this month's prizes for anybody who wants to contribute to the studio to keep it moving along. Thank you to all of you who have done so in the past. And thank you everybody else who contributes by leaving me wonderful comments and giving me a thumbs up, because the thumbs up are immensely important. I'm so tempted to tip again. Oh gosh. And I like the black, and I've got 2 minutes. And that was Prussian blue that went flying through the air and landed over there on that spot. And do I want Prussian blue? Maybe I want actual black. Do I have an actual black? I think I just shook this because I like the black. And I just want a little more. I don't know if it's the most monumental thing I've ever seen, but I can always do something with it tomorrow, and it was worth experimenting with. I think if you have used brighter colors, you'll get a brighter composition. I think I could have used a little more white. My edges are pretty well covered. If you're interested in seeing what I do with my artwork when I post it to Fine Art America and Pixels.com, you can follow the Pinterest link at the bottom of the description under the video where it says show more. And you'll find my Instagram and my Pinterest right down at the very bottom, along with Facebook, a Facebook group, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors. Yes, that was good. I like that. I like dragon. I like dragons too. But I like dragging the lines through. That's cool. Because I know that that's the best reason for having a white base under there. Really. It makes me, oh yeah, that's what I want right there. I need the waggle. Cool. Well, I'm glad you were still here for that, because it would have changed a lot. And I like the waggle. I have been wanting to do one with just big spirals, but I don't think that this is it. But I could do the same thing and then put the chain in there and probably spiral. So that's kind of even and a little different. And I've got some more waggles that need to go in place. I'm just going to pull some of that paint over there. It's not very bright colored, I gotta say, but I could probably change that if I was willing to hang around. Whatever I have not remembered to tell you, you will find on any number of videos, all of which are probably on the end screens. So I love you guys. Thank you for going on 70,000 of you. And I hope you watch more videos, and please give me a thumbs up. It tells the YouTube algorithm that you like me enough to have them bother to place me where more people can find me, and I appreciate that very much, because that means I have a chance to make this my business, at least somewhat. So I've waggled, and I've told you what I need to tell you, and now I'm inclined to torch again. Because of the waggling, I'm assuming that I might get some cells. I could be assuming wrong. Next time, more white.